everyone. This is Elizabeth. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I have a rather unusual video. I have some spots in this video that I cut out due to technical errors, others that I sped through because of technical errors, such as this jelly printing fiasco I had. It was supposed to be a two-part video where I did wonderful jelly printing and it went a shambles. But I hope you like what I put together for you today. It is a little bit long, but hopefully you like it and you find something that will help you in your crafty. So I'm going to play some music until the next little segment starts, and I hope you enjoy. Have a good one. Bye-bye. I hope you liked the little intro there where I zoomed through an hour's worth of jelly playing. I know I focused on just a couple of things in that video, but I took two of the papers and I trimmed them down. This one I trimmed to 2.5 inches. I left it the 11 inches. This one I trimmed the bottom because it was ugly and I didn't want to accidentally miscut later, but I trimmed it down to 3.5. This 3.5 is going to fit my card base. My card base is 9.5 by 3 3/4. So double 3 3/4. It's 8 and something, I think. I don't know. I didn't think to write it down. No, it's 7.5 because I don't do math. So 7.5. So when you fold it, it's 9.5 by 3 3/4. So now when I have my 3.5 inches, I'll have a nice little border. But as you can see, I didn't trim it down because I'm going to be snipping the corners to make this a long tag. So in order to do that, we're just going to snip one corner. And I'm just going to use the folded side here. I think that might be a little bit easier. And you just kind of eyeball it. Do you want sharp corners? Do you want fat corner? Or just that kind of corner? Now I have this little guy, which I can pinch right there. Learn this from Gail. Definitely check out her videos in the description down below. And voila, I have 2 corners. And then I do want to tag. I have a set of 3 of these. They're different sizes. So I'm just going to grab my ginormous one, kind of eyeball the center, because who knows. It looks good to me. Give it a little twist to make sure it broke through. And now I have a place for my pretties. And yeah, I wrote down here because, like I said, I'm going to cut it off. I'm not sure how much room I need. I have an envelope. Here you are. I was going to debate because I'm going to put some ribbon in here. So it's going to have a little bit of a knot bump. So I'm thinking when I come down here, I'm going to trim it right about there, I think. Look at that. Debating. I think that'll be a good enough amount of room. So I'm just going to get my paper trimmer. And right there where I pinched it with my fingers, trimming papers, just going to put that right in there. Hold everything nice and steady and just push really hard. And there's that. So now I get to decide on this. Do I want the pattern to go that way or that way? I think in this way. Now, where did my little corners go? I'm gonna see if this works because I don't know. We're gonna just cut off this one. Let go, little paper. And we're gonna flop it over to this side. Okay, so it's the same triangle from the base card. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna see because I don't know how else to make that smaller. Oh yeah, look at that. That works. Okay, so then I'm gonna come down here and I'm going to kind of eyeball it again and actually flip it over so I can see my mark. Line that up. I think I'm going to cut it right there. And if you don't like it, if you're not sure, do less cutting because you can always take off, but it's a little bit harder to put back on. So now we have a nice card front, but not completely done yet. We're gonna spruce it up some more. Okay, so there's those two pieces. Now I'm gonna take this piece. This is our 2.5 inch piece, and we're gonna do some wrapping. Now, what that means is I'm just gonna set this, visualize this right here, okay? So I want to put this across here. I think that'll be really good area. So I have some of that and some of that on both sides. Okay, so I need to set this aside. I'm going to kind of make sure it's kind of straight. This edge with that. I'm not going to cry if it's not perfect, and then I'm going to pinch it right there so then I can fold it over. Okay, and there is our first fold. So do I want, is that how? Nope, I'm gonna have to go like that. Okay, yep, that's okay. And then we're going to move that out of the way. We're going to hold that nice and tight in there, and then we're going to make another little pinch right there. Oops. No. Stay put. Okay. Ooh, I just bent it. Okay. There we go. So we've taken it and we've just basically made a couple of score lines. It doesn't matter where, because all we're doing is making sure that we have a nice pattern across the front. Then we're going to take these and trim. We're going to trim and follow along so it's kind of a wavy pattern. Same with the inside. We're just going to do a little wavy thing. Okay. So I'm just going to take my little scissors here, follow along those leaves, cut out. And then poof, that one's done. And poof, that one's done. We're gonna wait on throwing those away just in case we might need them. And so we have to remember which one we did where. Okay. Looks good. And then this will be in there like a little belly band. Okay, but this little belly band is going to be a pocket. This is going to be stuck down, and then we're going to make a little tag to go in there. So we're going to have a double tag. So we need to, before we glue this down, I want to do something with the center and something with the back. Nothing fancy with the back. I think what I'm going to do, I was going to use my polka dots for something else. we've got our full band to go around there. Now, at this point, you can redecide how that's going. If you're going to go with this on the inside, that on the outside, or flip it with it like that, which I think I'm going to do it like this. So now here's what we're going to do. Okay. We want tape here and tape there, and that's it. Maybe a thin piece right on the edge. Yeah, we'll do a thin piece there. So I'm going to open it up so I don't mess it up. We're going to close this up, and we're going to get the super thin score tape. I like the red stuff. It comes in different widths. You're going to use whatever you use. So I need to make sure it's at the bottom. Okay. Get my little scissors. My dog is snoring. And then I'm going to put some right in the crease, because that's already ready to go there. Okay. Pull back and snip. And then we're going to do up the side here. Oops. Okay. There. Now we'll have a little pocket here. Oops. Okay. So we're gonna make sure that's down so I can peel it up easy. Because heaven knows I have issues sometimes. Now this is unforgiving tape, so I need to make sure that I have it lined up before I actually stick it down, because it's not going to let me reposition it. So I'm just going to double check the front, make sure I like the placement. If it's too low, too high, I think I'm going to raise it up just a hair. Okay, so now I've got it. I'm just going to wrap it around and pinch it down. And it is a nice stuck little pocket. And that's what I like about this score tape. It's super, super sticky. So that's not going to go anywhere. Now we're going to do this one. Okay, so we're going to open this up, lie this down, and we're going to do tape right across the bottom, and that's it. We don't need it in the, I can feel it. It's right there. It's sticky. We don't need it there. And for our inner pockets, I was thinking this shimmer, I just need to make it a little bit dirty. And I'm thinking, oh no, I'm such a dork. I forgot my I forgot my piece. You know what? It's not a big deal. I'll show you why. Okay, we're going to snip this just below, so it's under our pocket a little bit. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Yes, I can. I was all excited about getting my pockets done. We're gonna trim that and stick it inside the pocket just a little bit. Make sure it looks good. Look at that. We'll glue that down and it will still be a pocket, okay? And then what we'll do here is we'll butt that up super close. Take that like that, butt that up, and then we're gonna snip off that much right there. We'll do a faux lining. Are we straight? I hope so. Okay, and then, oh, I need the small one. Ta-da! Look at that. But I think that goes on that side. There we go. Ta-da! Crisis averted. Such a dork, such a dork. But I want this all nice and stuck down. So we're gonna pull open the glue. I'm gonna glue these pieces on and then we'll put that in there. I will be back with you and clean up because I think I'm taking up a lot of time. So let me just glue this down and I'll be right back with you. So now we gotta do these little guys. And these ones, I think we'll spruce up a little bit so that the back side has something fun as well as the front side. And we're gonna do this in a darker color. Brown. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Tone on tone. You just gotta love that. So that's going to be the back side. I'm going to do... No, that can't be the back side because we got to be able to write on the back side. But I just got that dirty. So we'll do something else with the back. So I've got that. Do I want to do... Yep, I do. We're going to do this one. So I'm going to do the back cards to match for the start. So one of those will be this and one of those will be that, and I shall return. All right, I cleaned my mess. I did the two of two, and I unrolled these little birdies and roses because I want to add some color. And I'm thinking this is what's going to happen. And right off the bat, I noticed this little one right down here, right on this one, I think would just be perfect. So what I'm going to do is cut this one out just so I have room to maneuver. And then I'm going to cut this off because I will use it on the next batch that I make. Oops, no. Okay, so put these are just some Tim Holtz collage papers. So this birdie is going to go there. And then I thought this rose was really pretty. I'm just going to cut right into that other one so I have room. So I don't want harsh edges, so I am going to do a little ripping. I'll rip one up with you so you can see how I do it the right way. I've done it before just by pinch and pull, but I want to be more precise. So, and then this one I thought about, but that one's just too vibrant. It's not going to work for what I want. So those two, and then no. Can we finagle something out of these? This little birdie down here. We'll get that little birdie, and then let's bring in the peach ones, I think. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a water pen. Okay, now I'll do this little one. I'll do this one and then I'll pause you and I'll go finish the rest. We make sure there's water coming out of there. Okay, and then we're just going to get it wet where we want it to rip. And I definitely want it very close to the image. So I'm just going to paint a wet little line right through there. And then when I go and pull them apart, it's going to be able to follow that. Because you can see the little fibers are being weird. So the little fibers. And then you still have a torn edge. So I'm going to do that to all of these. And while I'm doing it, I'm going to kind of place it because, like, I don't need all of that. So I'm going to come through and go through this. So it's a jagged edge too. I don't want it, like, wrapped around. It's going to be nice and torn. And we will be back when all of these are ripped up. All right. So I glued these ones down already. But that's how I just got them wet around the edges and then ripped them out. Okay. Now to glue tissue paper down, the best way I found is a glue stick. Something to catch the glue on because it's a pain to clean off your mat. And from the inside out. Okay. Inside out. And then you just lift, and where was I putting those? I had them all laid out and I forgot what I was doing. That's right, this one was going up in the center. And then you just press them down and they're good to go. If you've got a little bit, you can just give a little pinch. Now those look like little cards, and I did them a little backwards. I realized it, I think, didn't I? There's that one. That had the wooden piece on it. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, we were gonna do... Okay, no, that's all right. I like it better like that anyways. Okay, that works. Woohoo! Crisis averted again. Okay, so we're gonna make this one was 2.5. So 2.5. Let's do a wide border on that. Let's see if that'll fit in our little slot. Oops, not that slot. Oh, it fits in there, so that works. So we're gonna do a wide frame on, nope, not that one. We're gonna do a wide frame on this one. But that would actually work for all of them. So that'll work. Okay. So I'm just gonna snip this one. I'm gonna leave it so we can do corners and a hole, right there, maybe. Flip. Okay, my fingers are too fat for this. We're just gonna draw it on. Oops. There we go. So that'll be our little corner piece for everybody. From one spot to the next. Do our hole punch. And if you have a tag maker, well, that's even better. You just make the tags and then make the card around the tag. Look at that. So I'm just going to do that for the rest of them. I'm going to put them all on this and then glue them down. And then we'll play around with this when we come back. Okay, hold on. All right. So I got them all tagged up. They're still missing something. I think I just need to darken up the edges or something because there's something wrong with them. And those are those. And then when I opened it, here, I want to take this out. When I opened it with this on the inside, I was like, because it just doesn't go with the rest. It's too different. So I went ahead and made a bigger one for the inside. So it's going to have the two birdies with the nest. Ta-da! But while I was doing it, I got some glue on it, and when I rubbed it off, it tore the paper. I'm not too worried about it because I think when we ink it up, where's my little brush here? I think it'll look interesting and it'll pick up some of that. Yep. Just ink up the edges. Page a little. There we go. That's better. I think it might need a little bit of green. No, red. We'll spike it with a little bit of red. Not much, just a hint. Except on that corner. It needed a lot. Okay. There we go. That's better. All right. Let's get all these guys inked up. We'll do the brown first. Down the sides. Just something different. Distressing is fun because it does not have to be perfect. The crazier it looks, the better. Change my mind. Do the bottom. Do the top. Okay, and we're going to use the same color. And then we're going to brush it in because that'll give a different softness to it. There's the one. Then we'll go back and do, oops, no. Okay, let's not do that. Oh, I'm gonna put you on pause. One of the kiddos is coming up the stairs. Okay, I'm back. My daughter came up to show me she made a butterfly. I just had to show it off because look at, she is new to fussy cutting. Not really, she's been doing a little bit, but it's even pretty on the inside.
Because
the pen leaked through, she says. But yeah, isn't that pretty? All right, I'm gonna put you back on pause. All right, wasn't that pretty? Ugh, she's got so much talent. Oops. Okay. This little piece just wants to bend. Oops. I forgot to tap off. That's all right. We'll just make it look like that was on purpose. And bring it in a little bit more. And then we'll find another spot to do that. Right there. So if you forget to tap off, don't fret. Just add it somewhere else in 2 or 3 spots. Okay. And that actually works out really good for that one. I like that. Okay, a couple more. Okay. Woo! Rocking and a rolling. Do. This one I made, well, these two, I don't know if you noticed. When I made them, I was like, what did I do? It was the same width, but I thought it was kind of cute to give it a top and a bottom. I just left it. And see, now we'll do that extra dabbing onto the paper, just so it doesn't look like that's the only one we did that to. And actually, that gives that one more of a vignette. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to clean up here real quick so that we can pull out the ribbon. Now, oh no, I forgot my red. Let's get that in there before we forget. Oh, look at that. Just a pop of color. Oops. Again, you make too much of a boo-boo, you just add it in extra somewhere else. No biggie. Ta-da! Now, the reason I'm going to clean up is I'm going to grab a scrap piece of paper and spritz this down and use it, because then it's like tea-dyed paper. Okay, well, actually, let me just show you. So I'm gonna clean this just like that. Grab a scrap from something else and smoosh and lift. Smoosh and just pick it up. Especially if I have big puddles like that, that's what I do. I'm like, don't waste that ink. I will find it and pick it up. Ooh, that's going to be a good piece. A nice sentiment on there. And you can do this in between colors. So if you're doing your browns and then you need to do your reds, by the time you get to your reds, that'll be dry and you can add to it. And then your work surface is clean, just like that. Your surface is clean and you have another project started for something else. Okay. So we did that. Remember, we stained this green. Well, while I was on pause, I stained one brown, and I had to use, I think I used this one, the darker one, because the tea was too light. No, sorry, I used this one, Vintage Photo, kind of in the middle there. So you'll actually want a darker one. And then I got it wet and smooshed it out, because I found that if you put it on there, hold it and pull, it inked it up a lot better. Yeah, your fingers are gross and disgusting, but here's the original. Oops, no, that's not the original. That's the other one. So now I've got three fun colors that go together. I've got the green in the light tan, and then an almost white color. And so we're going to take those. I think I cut those too small. We're going to find the end somewhere. And we're going to give 2 strands per thing. So this one's going to have 2. No, I made it. I want to use 3 at a time. I've got enough of this stuff. I have no idea where it all came from. I've got a whole nother bundle of it. Ooh, you know what? Let's use Be Gone With You. Let's use its sister. It's got the, see, they just don't want to let go of each other. This one's got the little bumps in it. I don't know what those are called. And this is just pipe cleaner. Makes storing these so much easier. And if you're just working in little batches, it's way nice. But since we're going to do a lot of stuff, I need to untie it. So I'm going to get 3 ends together. And then decide about how long we want them. I think that works. So then you just snip the tips. Squish them all together. Now you can go front to back or back to front. It's going to make a difference with your knot. So if you're going to go back in through the back, do that on all of them. Okay. Then we get them all opened up so that we have that going on for us. Get a hold of those and then just pull them through. Now you can get the fun ribbon with the see, I can never remember how it goes. I put it in backwards because I don't like it like that. So out and in through the front, people. Let's do that. Yay. No, it doesn't even want to go through now. Behave yourself. Okay, little stinker. Is that open? Yes. Okay. So now, ta-da, here we go. There we go. That's better. I like the knot there. And so I'm just going to do that with all of them. Some of them will be a little bit shorter. Some of them will be long. Just because I want variety. Oops, I ripped that one a little bit. Don't pull them too tight. But I think it'll be all right. because that's not a very thick paper. You know what? I'm going to back these with some heavy cardstock. So while I'm away, I'm going to put a 60-pound paper behind these. That'll help flatten them out, and then it shouldn't do that when we go to string them, okay? Yeah, I don't like that. Alrighty, so I'll see you in a minute. Well, I finished it. You want to see it? Ta-da! It's all full of fluffies. I was finishing it up, and I still wanted to do something special for the inside, so I gave this one a little bit of this, and I brought it again to the outside on this one. So I just think it turned out very stinking cute. So many places to add sentiments, photos, all sorts of stuff. And I did go around the back sides and hit them with the distress ink. And then this side, you could put another sentiment or just write with a nice black right over the top of that. And then I did each tag differently. So this one, I strung individual, did them individually. This one, I flipped it. I went through the back and turned it and just had it go this way instead of the other way. I did do a little bundle here and in the front, so when you close it, that little hole's closed because it was looking kind of boring back there. And then this one, I did it like it would be an ornament. And that's the other thing too. You literally could do these as ornaments. Send them out to your friends or whatever. Something they can hang on their tree. So you could just redo the tassels pretty easy. And that one's a normal tassel. That one went down. That one's a knot. And then this one's just a little puff. I thought it was stinking cute. And if you wanted an ornament, you can just run this right through there. Package tags. Do all sorts of stuff with these. And then tie it off at the top. Probably do it in reverse. Put this on first, then the fluffies. But yeah, what do you think? Do you think it turned out okay? It's a long video. I did a because the jelly printing took a spell doing all these tags because I kept putting you guys on pause. It's probably one of my longest projects other than my digital drawing stuff, but I think it turned out really good. And then when you squish them together, here's the thing. Does it fit in the regular envelope? You know what? It's going to need its own envelope. Yeah. So I will be making an envelope for this. If you like it and you want it, comment in the comments, I want it, and I will enter your name into a little drawing, and the winner will receive this little card with a homemade envelope for it, so it's nice, it'll actually fit. And then when I mail it to you, I'm just going to sign it right here. And then when I mail it to you, you can give it to a friend. You can, like I said, you can fill it out with all the fun notes. You know, they can pull them out and inspiration, motivational things. Cute little photo. That would be fun if you did inspirational quotes on the outer ones and then a photo on the inside one. And then write them a little something here. So, like I said, say I want it in the comments and I will enter your name for a drawing.